This is a word that so many people in the world and in the streets need to hear right now. There are so many believers who are striving with everything in them to live a holy life, but they get discouraged because they think that a single mistake or a stumble means that they have failed completely. They don't realize that God doesn't measure us by the moment we tripped. He measures us by our determination to get back up and lock our eyes with Him. Holiness isn't a life without a struggle. It is a life of unswervingly consistency. It's about made whole through a faith that refuses to quit. The sermon title would be The Power of the Pivot. How consistency and unswervingly faith makes you whole. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. The enemy wants you to believe that if you stumble, your holiness is canceled. But God looks at your direction, not just at your slip up. The enemy has lied to a lot of good people trying to live right and is trying to be holy and tell you that your holiness means that you never trip or you never mess up or you never make a mistake or that you never have a weak moment. And the moment you fall, carnal mind tells you, see, you can't do this. You might as well just give up. But I come to tell you today that it's not how you fall, it's how you choose God to continue. God isn't looking for people who never drop the ball. He's looking for those who will just drop to their knees, pick up the word, and keep moving forward. Holiness is a habit, not a single moment. Living holy is the result of a daily consistency. It's a habit built by repeatedly choosing God over and over again. It's a habit that you get to build when you repeatedly choose God every day, through every situation, through your thoughts, through your habits, over and over again. You don't wake up one day and you just perfect one day. You live holy because you're a consistency. It's the daily choice to say no to the flesh and yes to the spirit, even when you're tired. When you make consistency your lifestyle, a stumble becomes an accident, not your identity. If a child is learning to walk and they fall down 5 times, we don't say, well, walking isn't for you. No, we look at their consistency to keep trying. Your unswervingly determination is what God honors. Unswervingly faith makes you whole. Unswerving means you don't drift to the left or to the right. It means your eyes are locked on Jesus. And that steady gaze heals your brokenness. It heals your broken places. The Bible talks about being made whole. To be made whole means nothing is missing, nothing is broken, nothing is lacking. How does that happen? It happens through unswerving faith. Unswerving means no matter how hard the wind blows, no matter how heavy the temptation gets, you don't swerve off path. You stay locked in. When you refuse to turn back, God takes your broken pieces, your mistakes, your efforts, and He glues them back together by His power. Your consistency leads to your wholeness. Now we're going to harmonize scripture. Let's rightly divide the fall versus the finish. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again. Notice the Bible doesn't say that the man never falls or never fails. It says he falls 7 times, which means a lot. What makes him just isn't that he stayed on his feet, it's that he rose up again. Micaiah 7:8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. Pair this with Proverbs. Tell the enemy to stop celebrating your bad days because your relationship with God ensures that a fall is never a final chapter and it's never the final chapter. Next, the power of stability and consistency. Hebrews 10:23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. Without wavering is your unswerving faith. Okay, we don't hold fast because we are strong. We hold fast because He is faithful. Our job is to show up and stay consistent. Okay, 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Faith that makes you whole. Luke 17:19. And he said unto them, arise and go thy way. Thy faith had made thee whole. Look at the lepers or the woman with the issue of blood. They didn't get made whole by being perfectly healthy first. They got made whole because they aggressively pushed through the crowd and kept their eyes on Jesus, despite of their condition. Their consistency to get to Christ is what brought the healing. Okay? I hope you guys can look at this and not beat yourself up about what you go through in this life as the believers. Unbelievers, I don't really know what they do. Can't remember when I once was an unbeliever a long time ago. God always was with me. But as believers, I know we live with this thing of trying to do everything perfect, and as soon as we do something bad, we feel like we done got kicked out of heaven. But we need to fall, get back up, and choose God in our life. Let His light be the light unto our path. Let Him be the light to us in our darkness. That's how we get out of the fall. Don't stay in your fall. Don't stay in your dark places, them dark nights, or them dark times, or them dark feelings. Let God be the light in that darkness. Let Him heal you. Let Him heal your brokenness. I'm Apostle.